Hi guys, my name is Shehroz. I'm the co-founder of VoiceMate, and I also do game development as a hobby. I have a studio that I run with my friend called No Like Studio. So the topic of my talk today will be about VoiceMate, how it came to be, how it works, and also talk a little bit about myself, my journey through AWS, and what I learned from it. So let's get started. So So VoiceMate is an application that basically translates sign language. Say if you want to translate your voice to sign, you just speak to a microphone and you'll see a 3D animated avatar on your screen that will translate the sign language for you. And if you want to sign to the camera, you'll have a text that pops out and shows you the translated sign language. Some of the few features of VoiceMate is that it's real time. So there's no processing delay. You can see the delay about 20 milliseconds to 60 milliseconds. Number one, and the second thing, it's ease of use, so it doesn't require any special hardware. So it translates real time. And the last one is that it's AI driven. So the whole of VoiceMate, both the cycles, runs on machine learning models. All right. So this here is the prototype of VoiceMate. On the left, we have my friend that's speaking to the avatar and it's translating it in real time. And on the right, I have my other friend who is signing to the camera, and you can see his signs on the bottom right of the screen. And it's all in real time. Okay. Um, this is the basic structure of VoiceMate. It all runs on the AWS console. The first cycle where we sign to the camera, you can see that we have the input video frames that are sent to the AWS Lambda by means of an AWS API. Lambda's main function is to pre-process those video frames and then send them over to Amazon SageMaker, where we have a couple of models that basically, let's say they take your hand and they find the pose of your hand, see where your fingers are, where your hands are, and then they translate it into sign language. The second part takes your audio and it's sent to AWS Transcribe, which then takes the audio part and uses speech to text, which is then sent to AWS Lambda. And the main feature of AWS Lambda over here is that it pre-processes the text. So basically, spoken language and sign language is a bit different. There's a lot of grammatical differences and syntax. So it arranges that text into something that's similar to sign language. And at the end, it's sent to AWS Sumerian, which is a 3D environment in AWS, which we can show the sign language. Cool. So now let me talk a little bit about what inspired VoiceMate and how AWS eventually helped us realize our idea. So it all started when we took part in the AWS hackathon. It was hosted at the Cloud Innovation Center here in Bahrain. I remember when my friend first emailed me the hackathon link and told me, let's go. I was like, all right, maybe we should check it out. Maybe it'll be worth it. I wasn't very excited first, but when we went to the AWS offices, it was like I was hooked. The environment, the people, the support, the culture was something that I hadn't experienced before. This is a few pictures from the hackathon. We won the first prize of the hackathon. We also have pictures with some of our mentors. I think over here we have Mr. Nidal at the here, and we have one of the pictures of our mentors, Mr. Nicholas David. So the theme of the hackathon was to create something based on innovation, but it has to be based on machine learning and using AWS services only. So at the time, there was a viral social media post about a deaf guy who was going to a drive-through, but the person who was taking his order, he didn't take him seriously because he couldn't understand him, and that he was also kind of being rude to him. That was a singular case, but when we looked into the statistics, there are about 450 million deaf people around the world. So that singular case is not just one person, it's like all of those people experiencing their daily lives. So we looked and there weren't many solutions that targeted this specific purpose. So that's the inspiration for the idea. We had found the problem, now it's part to solve the problem. So, one second, okay. Now we knew the problem was, but we didn't know the how because, as I said, I was a student at UOB, University of Bahrain. I was studying software engineering. I had a game development background, so I had some basic programming principles, but that was about it. So during the hackathon, we were introduced to many AWS services. We were told, okay, how to use the services, how to connect, how the importance of building an architecture was. We also got to know about some of the principles at AWS, like assigning two pizza teams for like if you have a problem, you take a group of people that maybe like only they could eat two pizzas, so that's the perfect size of the team. There's another concept that we really like we still use it daily, like the concept of fail fast and fail often. So if you have a problem, just try it, just go for it. If you feel that's okay, you can try again. So it was a great experience because, as I said, we were implementing as we were learning. So fast forward, after the hackathon, we got an internship at AWS. During the internship, it seemed like every day was day one, as they say in Amazon. Every day is day zero. So that's like a very good work culture because you have new problems and new challenges daily. So now that we have finished our internship, we are trying to make VoiceMate into a business product or something that we can make a business around, right? So we're planning for a soft launch, I think probably by the end of this month. So, and currently VoiceMate, we are developing it for Arabic Sign Language. So the demos that we showed was in American Sign Language, but we're aiming for Arabic Sign Language because we think that the deaf community here, not only in Bahrain, but in the MENA region they don't have the documentation, the technology that we have with other sign languages. So they need more help right now. And this is one code that we like to go by. It's a very popular motto at AWS: work hard, have fun, and make history. And we try to incorporate this into our daily lives. So this whole journey, you can see that how that one email from my friend led us to VoiceMate and making a difference in the lives of hearing disabled people. Initially, I wasn't really planning to take part in the hackathon, but I had friends that pushed me to it. So I was really lucky, and I'm grateful for that because we participated in the hackathon. Now we found a purpose what to do with it. So I would suggest that everyone who's listening to always be open to new challenges. You never know how you work could where your work could take you and how it can be a difference to other people. At the end, I would like to thank the AWS MENA community for providing me this platform, and especially Mr. Yusuf Buhaza for getting me the spot. Thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you, Shehroz. It was really interesting talk. I think it's a really interesting app you're working on, and I think you have your colleague as well. Uh, what's his name?
Talha. Talha.
Tala. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
He's
so
here with
great.
me right now behind the camera.
Yeah, if he can join us for a hello and a group picture. Hi, Tala. How are you?
Hi, how are you guys?
Let me just.
Good, good. I know you guys have been.
Yeah.
You
Hi,
guys
nice
have been
having you.
together. Hi. So yes, so we're gonna stay with us, both of you, Talaha and Shehroz. We're gonna have a group picture and farewell right after we play Mustafa's video that we missed. Ahmad, it's yours, and thank you guys. I can't see you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
It was really awesome to
That's
be
fine.
here. Bye bye.